Hola, mi amigos. Hello, my friends. It's Monday, the 21st of July, 2025, and I feel like going on another adventure on my day off. So it's 9:35 AM and I've arrived in Chester train station. Nice smooth little journey up here. First job of the day is to get a ticket, because when I arrived at Rock Ferry this morning, the ticket office was closed. So I'm going to have to go along, get that sorted, and then hop platforms and hopefully next stop Wrexham. So problem solved. I got off the platform there and I found a lovely fella, Steve, who's one of the lads here. Explained the situation, he even come over, helped me with the ticket machine, got that sorted. Now I've got tickets for Wrexham. I believe we are heading for platform 3A for Cardiff. So hopefully I'm going to go grab a quick Costa, chill out, and I guess I'll see you in Wrexham. I found a Costa, time for a quick sit down, caramel frappe, and then it's onto the platform and away to Wrexham. So really enjoyed the Costa, and I am on platform 3A in Chester train station awaiting the 10:20 Cardiff Central train. We get into Wrexham, first stop 10:34. So we have arrived in Wrexham General. It is 10:36, nice and loud on the platform. Let's go and see what our day in Wrexham entails. So I've just come out the station, walked up the steps in the car park, and something made me smile. There was a little sign that said, "Welcome to Wrexham." Obviously after the TV show with Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, I think his name is, the two American boys who own Wrexham. So I can see the floodlights of the famous Racecourse stadium. So let's head down that way and take a peep. So there's the old stadium itself. I've just asked a very nice young lady the way to the town centre. She says it's this way, a few minutes. So I saw the famous turf pub. So plan is to get into town, go and see St Giles Parish, have a look around the museum, see what's going on in Wrexham town centre, maybe speak to a few folks, and then come back, hopefully grab a pint in the world famous turf, and then back to Wrexham General and Chester. So I'm now on the outskirts of the town centre. I cannot go anywhere, even down to Wrexham, without nearly getting ran over. I crossed over a crossing, thought I'd right away, and this car just whizzes right past me, missing me by like an inch. Honest to God. Oh well, I can see a church. I'm hoping it is St Giles. Hang fire, guys. So I've reached the junction. I can either go left or I can go right on. I'm thinking this must be the main high street, because I can see a Waterstones further down, a few more shops. And just a note, it's nice and wet down here today, lovely and overcast, and it's got that absolutely horrible fucking paving you slip on, and the grips on my trainies aren't the best either. So a little bit like the Wallasey Promenade, we may well have an incident. Yeah, so feeling the home already. I can see a Wetherspoons, a Greggs, Primani, there's a Mackey's. So I guess we are heading in the right direction. So a quick bathroom break in the friendly neighbourhood Mackey's. Guy of my age, wet day, cold weather, you know the score. So I'm slipping and sliding as if my on ice down in D-sides here. I'm actually up in Wrexham, but not anyway, I digress. And again, I've come to another little crossroads. So I can either go down that way or I can carry on. What I'm going to do, I'm going to actually carry on because I can see like a Barclays and things like that, which normally indicates to me we are in the middle of the town. So yeah, let's keep going. So what a cool little pub. I just want to stop. This one's called the Horse and Jockey, and what attracted me to it was that absolutely lovely thatched roof. Only in Wrexham, folks. No town centre in the country is without a pound bakery, so happily I've just found lunch. So I appear to have come to the end of the little shopping road this side, and I am presuming, we all know what presumption does, that right ahead of me there is St Giles Parish Church of Wrexham. So it's about the most interesting thing I've found so far. No offence, you lovely folks in Wrexham. So let's go and have a look at that. So that fascinates me. This stone replaces one presented to the Yale University, United States of America, 1918. I wonder what that one means. So it looks like the grand old place is having a little bit of a restoration on the go. I've just walked right round the back now and come to a dead end and noticed all the scaffolding. So here's hoping that's all fully funded and this beautiful old building gets repaired. So I've got back round the front, the door is open. I'm going to take a little walk in and see if I'm able to film anything inside for you. Wow, what an absolutely amazing building, as you saw from the footage there. So I had a little walk around, a little film, and I stopped and got talking to a lady called Pearl. Absolutely lovely lady. If you're watching, thank you so much. She gave me a little bit of information and we had a little bit of a chat about Wrexham, Everton, Neville Southall, and of interest, she told me that I am the third person from the Wirral to arrive in this beautiful church this morning. So I'm not the only foreigner up here. Okay, I'm going to head back into the town centre, take a little look and see what's going on, maybe grab a little bit of lunch from that palm bakery I saw earlier. So I'm standing outside the Zern Cafe in the middle of town. Anyone who watches the Welcome to Wrexham probably would have seen the episode about the Ukrainian couple who came and settled and shared their culture with the lovely people of Wales. So I thought to drop a couple of little panoramics from both sides of the junction I'm at here. I'm going to take a walk back up the route I came from and go and get a spot of lunch, and then we'll decide what we're doing then for the rest of the afternoon. So I've just found this little place. It's called the Wrexham Central Arcade. It's like a little kind of corridor with like loads of little shops. and stuff. Definitely my kind of place. I can smell all the incense already. I was chatting to a lovely fella, Arthur, a Welshman, who was telling me the town has gone to shit. His words, not mine. But you know, so far I'm enjoying a little walk around Wrexham. This is like full of like little boutiques and sort of, you know, sort of junk shops and all that, but it's got that quaint little appearance, and I really wanted to share that and have a little bit of a look. Okay, going through an automatic door here now. This looks like some kind of little market area. Yeah, it's like a little cafe, little bookstore, and yeah. So I am now going to head back up onto the main stretch, but feel privileged to have found like a little place like this. I love quaint little things. Okay, here we are, sitting down. So I've just stopped off to grab a little bit of lunch from the Pound Bakery behind me there. Bottle of water, sausage roll, slice of cheese on toast. What else do you want? So here we are, walking through Queen Square, and the Welsh weather has struck. We've got a little bit of a shower on the go, but the sun's out, so we can't really complain. So we're just like, we've got a few little different stores, little sort of jewellery, wooden crafts, more jewellery, cash converters over the way there. Then we've got a guy who's selling all sorts of like different products, candles, all the scents, all that kind of thing. And a fruit and veg seller with like an absolute load of plants in the background there. Over on my right here, we've got a meat wagon, which you don't tend to see. Well, certainly down in my neck of the woods anyway, unless like down by the docks. So I'm going to take a walk up a different street now. This is Argyle Street I'm crossing, for anyone who lives in Wrexham. I'm going to take a walk up Lord Street, and you can probably hear my friend in the background trying to sell his wares. An interesting little sculpture behind me there of like a couple of coal miners, obviously showing Wrexham's heritage and of course Wales with their mining. So I've just reached the top of Lord Street and walked past the bus station. Of interest, I saw a little Welsh bus coming past that said Kaya Park, an area I believe that can be quite rough up in Wrexham. My Merseyside vlogging compatriot Mr Billy Moore was down here a few months ago, and he chose to avoid Kaya Park, probably rightfully so. Billy's more savvy than me, so I think I may well take his advice. So that old building in the background here is what is left of the museum. According to the boards around it, they're obviously refurbishing it to make like a new museum. So I'm really sorry that I couldn't get in there and actually share it with you. But you know, the day's not ruined, is it? We've had the beautiful St Giles, got a walk around the shopping centre, made a few friends, grabbed a bit of lunch. I'm going to head back towards the Racecourse, I think now. I think I've seen pretty much everything I need to see. Hopefully the turf will be open, go in, grab a pint there, maybe a little word with a couple like the locals round and about, and then head back to Chester. So I swear to God, you guys in Wrexham have got the craziest, maddest junctions. I've just been missed by another inch by yet another car. I'm on my way back to the train station via, obviously, the stadium and the turf. And I just saw a little retail park down here, so I thought I'd just go and have a quick mooch. Dunelm, B&M, something I can't understand, Mackey's, Pure Gym, SCS. Your typical kind of fair, a bit like we got up in Bromberry. See a Smith's toy store that looks shut down, so there's no Funko Pop shopping for me in Wrexham today. So we've got out of the town centre and I am about 100 yards away from the racecourse. I clocked a little road on the way out, a little side road that I think leads up to like the university, around the back of the stadium. So it's called Crispin Lane, odd name, but there we go, for anyone local. I'm going to take a little walk down and see if I can see anything. So after walking around like what appeared to be like an eternity, I finally got round the big barriers behind me here, to a gateway, which appears to be like a load of workmen. I think they must be working on like the main stand or something, or I think it's like the Wrexham Cop, isn't it? Yeah, I've got the University of Wrexham campus behind me here. I'm just going to walk down a wee bit further. I can see a left exit, so I'm going to have a little walk up there and see. I can see Wrexham AFC, a little sign on the wall there, so hopefully we might be able to get a little bit closer to the back of the racecourse. So upon a closer inspection, a little sign behind me tells me that apparently the club shop is this way. So let's go and have a look. So as initially thought, we have arrived at the Wrexham Football Club shop. We've got match day tickets on sale. Nice Wrexham lager sign there. I am going to try a pint, hopefully, in the turf if that's open. Let's go and hit the club shop and have a little look, see what's going on. Maybe grab a little souvenir. So a nice little sortie in the club shop. I've managed to grab Steph a teddy and myself a little Wrexham scarf. So I'm now going to try and get round the other side of the stadium, which I'm presuming I can. I'm just following some folks. And let's go and find the turf and get that well-earned pint of Wrexham lager. So I finally got out round the back of the stadium. I can see the main road up ahead. My word, what a maze that was. I wouldn't like to be like a visiting fan here. I come up many moons ago with Tranmere Rovers, back end of the 80s, up to Wrexham General, police escorts into the ground and police escorts straight back out. Thankfully no trouble that day, at least I didn't see any. Right, so I'm heading to the turf. I need a wee and I need a pint. So here I am outside the famous Racecourse. What this little club has done is like phenomenal, back to back to back. I don't think it's ever like been done before. Yeah, congratulations to them. Hopefully next year we're going to see them in the Prem. I need that pint. Okay, so here we are outside the famous turf pub. I had a couple of little beeps off some of the locals there. They're still loving this Wrexham hoodie. So I'm going to go in and grab that pint. So I finally made it to the world famous turf. Got myself a nice cold pint of Wrexham lager. I thought I'd just sit down 5 minutes, take the weight off my feet. Lovely lady behind the bar said I'm alright to film. So this is Sean the Sheep, Steph's little friend from Wrexham, and I grabbed myself a scarf as well. Okay, so I'm going to sit down, I'm going to enjoy this pint and then make a move and hit the station. Right, so I just popped outside, get a little bit of fresh air and try my pint. You know what guys, that's not actually a bad pint. I might get a second one before I go and get the train. Right above me here, you can see the back of the stadium. That's how close this old pub is to it. Hiya folks, so yeah, I've had a couple of pints in the world famous turf, and this is my new mate, Phil.
Yes. Alright, great.
So Phil, you're a regular, you've been here a long time, mate. Tell me a little bit about this turf pub. What's it all about?
Oh, this is actually where you still see the balcony over there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because it used to be a race. There was a racetrack, horse racing.
Yeah, hence the racecourse name.
That's why it's called the racecourse.
Yeah. I've learned something else today. So how long have you drank? How many years have you drank in the turf?
40 years.
That's a fair old amount.
At least 40 years.
Yeah, so we've had a couple today, haven't we?
Yeah.
I just come in, I've done the whole tourist thing, and Phil was just sitting over, minding his own business, and I watched his pint for him while he went to John or a vape, or what were you doing? Go for a vape?
I was going for the vape.
He didn't go to John, he went for a vape. Yeah, we got talking basically, and never a nicer fella could you meet. So, how long have you supported Wrexham for, my friend?
50 years.
50 years, and I take it in sometimes, you know, you've seen some good, you've seen some bad there, haven't you?
I've seen some really good, and I've seen I've seen some really terrible times.
Some dark days, like
Really dark days. There was a point where we were going to go out of business, but the people of Wrexham scraped together and somehow saved the club.
So it is like, do you know what? I've walked all over Wrexham today, Phil. I've met a load of like lovely folks, a load of new friends, your good self included. And like you are like a real like proper community up here, aren't you? So I can get like the fact that like how you all got together and like sort of save the club and that.
People put their houses up. They sold their
Literally
the deeds up for their houses.
Shit, I mean that's some like.
We had like kids coming in with the pocket money.
Yeah, everyone just chipping in. Even
like,
nippers throwing a couple of quid in here and there.
We were £100,000 away from going out of business.
That's terrible. That's shocking.
We raised £125,000 in less than 24 hours.
Jesus, I tell you what, good on you. I mean, like we had like a really good little chat, haven't we, off camera and all. I've got like a real soft spot for Wrexham, you know.
Yeah.
And that. So, give me one of your best Wrexham memories then. So you had the darker times where like you nearly went out of business.
I've got too many to mention.
Give us a really big game or something.
Beating Arsenal 2-1 at home.
Was that the FA Cup or something?
Yeah, 1992.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh, but first memory was beating Rotherham here 7-1. The first time we went to the second tier.
Oh no, yeah. I mean,
I was about 8 then.
You've done back to back to back. I think that's the first time it's ever been done. And
no
3
one's
times.
ever done it. Back to back to back for 3 promotions in a row. No one's ever done it.
No way.
History makers.
You are. And I'll tell you what, couldn't happen to like a nicer club, lad. Honestly, it couldn't. I'd say a real soft spot for you guys. Totally. So, what are you up to for the rest of the day then, mate?
I'm going to go for a walk around the Wrexham.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of bits to do, and then I'll probably end up back in the turf for a couple of pints after.
Well, do you know what, mate? I've one for me. I'm heading back over to the Wirral now. It's been absolutely lovely to meet you, mate. We've swapped names on Facebook and stuff, haven't we?
Yeah, I've got you.
And so hopefully, next time I return to Wrexham, pal, it'll be to watch your boys in a game and have a couple of pints in a world famous turf.
Give me a shout, we'll lock up, we'll have a couple of beers before the game.
Oh, sounds good to me, my mate, brother.
Yes, brother.
Alright, cheers, thanks very much for your time. Absolutely lovely to meet you, Phil. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Yeah. Come on the town!
Up the town! So, that was the world famous turf. A couple of pints later of Wrexham lager, and I'm making my way back to General. So, that was Phil, my newfound Wrexham buddy. I tell you what, I've had such a good day out here today. Everybody is absolutely amazing, like such a real friendly like crew, you really are. Thank you so much for making me feel so welcome. I'm 2 minutes away from the station now, so we'll pick up probably back on the platform. So that was lucky. I just walked up to the train station, and instead of going into the main entrance, there's like a little sort of side alleyway. I come down, which brought me onto platform 4. There's a train in, I look up and it says Bitston, so I've jumped on it to 13:47. Not sure how long it's going to take to get there, probably about 40 minutes. I'm probably going to jump off at Upton, I think. But yeah, let's do it, and I'll see you when we get off the train back on the Wirral. So nothing is ever as smooth as it seems. There was a little announcement that the train was 10 minutes late from departing. The guard got on and asked us all to move. He said there's been a problem on a bridge or something on the way back on the Bitston line. So I'm now walking across Wrexham General trying to find a platform for a train back to Chester. So I think I may well have earned another Costa. What do you all think? So it appears we're now on platform 2 and we need the Holyhead train, which the first stop is Chester. So yeah, fun and games. I got on that train there for Bitston, thought I'd struck gold, but well, not to worry, eh? Here we go, always an adventure. Well, that was really lucky. I just jumped off the Holyhead train. As I was pulling into Chester, just saw Liverpool Central, so I ran across the platform, jumped on, and I am on my way home on the final journey back. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Wrexham was amazing, met some fantastic folks. Yeah, unbelievable. I've been Nick, you've been watching TNTN Vlog Central. See you all next time.